He wants the Nobel Peace Prize. He talks about peace. He posts about peace. He even keeps a Nobel medal on his shelf. But right now, as Iran burns, Donald Trump is invisible. While Iranian citizens flood the streets with bare hands, while women scream into foreign cameras asking for help, the world's loudest self-proclaimed dealmaker has gone quiet. And silence in moments like this is not neutrality. It is a choice. In Tehran, Sarah walks through streets soaked in fear. She has protested before. She has seen repression before. But this time she says it is different. This was the largest uprising Iran has seen in years. And it was answered with bullets. A young man she knew, injured, treated, released, was hunted down at his home and executed in his doorway. Not in a riot, not in a clash, at his front door. According to Iran's own state television, more than 300 people are dead. Human rights groups place the toll even higher. Over 4,000 killed, nearly 26,000 detained, including women, children, and people who were not even protesting. This is not unrest. This is a massacre unfolding in real time. And yet the man who once promised consequences for Iran's brutality now says he hopes there will be no further action. Hopefully. That word echoes loudly in Tehran. Sarah's question is simpler and far more desperate. How many more of us need to be killed? So she asks Trump directly, "Mr. Trump, where are you now?" This is the same Trump who warned Iran of strikes. The same Trump who said executions would not be tolerated. The same Trump who deployed military assets to the Middle East, then stepped back just as the streets filled with blood. Let's be honest, Trump says the regime cancelled planned mass hangings. He hopes it's permanent. He says, "We'll see." For protesters dodging plainclothes security forces with guns and batons. But the thing is that hope is not a strategy. Iranian forces still roam the streets. Some in uniform, many in civilian clothes, waiting. The Islamic Republic has not softened. Its foreign minister has issued direct warnings to the United States, threatening full retaliation if attacked again. And so the standoff freezes. On one side, a regime firing indiscriminately into crowds. On the other hand, a US president is weighing nuclear calculations, optics, and timing, in between ordinary Iranians with empty hands. Trump insists his focus is nuclear containment. Iran can't do the nuclear, he repeats. If they try, there will be strikes. But what about the people being shot today? What about the women dragged off the streets tonight? What about the families counting bodies? That urgency does not appear in his statements. There is something deeply ironic here. A man eager for the Nobel Peace Prize, yet absent during one of the bloodiest crackdowns in Iran's recent history. Peace apparently has conditions, and timing, and political costs. For the protesters, foreign military intervention is no longer a distant concept. Sarah says it plainly. If a strike were conducted, we would return to the streets. This is not a call for war born out of ideology. It is desperation. When institutions collapse, people look outward. When diplomacy stalls, silence feels like betrayal. Trump may argue caution. He may argue restraint. He may argue that words stopped executions. But for those burying the dead, words do not shield bodies from bullets. History will not remember how carefully statements were phrased. It will remember who spoke loudly when it mattered, and who stayed strategically quiet. If Donald Trump still seeks the Nobel Peace Prize, Iran is not watching his rhetoric. It is watching his absence. And in the streets of Tehran, where courage has already outpaced fear, the silence is deafening.